folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to part 2 of the pros and cons of 3D printed model cars. Car kits, I should say. So in part 1, we spent a lot of time looking at the Mustang, the Cougar, a little bit of the Maverick that's out there, and a couple of the other Mustangs related to the subject that we were on. So we found that there's a lot of missing pieces that would be nice to have. We found that there was some chassis that are just horrible, and you can't even fit tires and wheels that come with it, let alone anything else. But today we're going to look at some better kits. So stick with Mad Dog Merv as we look at part 2 of the pros and cons of 3D printed model car kits. So first up is this 1935 GMC Superior bus that I would like to replicate. Well, good luck finding anything, but let's see what I can kind of cobble together out there. So this next one is going to be a bit more challenging because it's not an actual kit, but 1935 GMC sedan delivery hot rod that, let me show you, in 25th scale. It's supposed to be like a pro mod or whatever thing, but anyway, so I took this, and yeah, it's definitely got the right front end. This is going to look cool, by the way, when I get done with doing whatever I'm going to do to that. That is going to be a neat one. But I blew it up a little bit on the plate to fit a school bus body that is offered. Now, the problem is this one isn't quite the same as the Superior that is in the picture. That one is a little bit different in the shape in the back end, but for now, until I can actually get an STL file of that, which I don't know if anyone will ever make it, this is as close as I'm going to get. So obviously I'm going to have some work to do to get that to fit, and it doesn't have a chassis, so I went ahead and printed this one that is going to definitely need to be unwarped, and then I'll put floor and whatnot in it, but it will actually, it will turn out okay, and I'll probably go ahead and get the same wheels that were on that other van for this bus. So we'll see how this project turns out. It's going to be a little bit of work, but it should be a fun project for me. But again, this is a kit that's not a kit. This is something that I'm bashing together, but at least I can get something that I never dreamed I would ever be able to have. Next, I got a food truck that I want to put together for a diorama. This was actually in a smaller scale, and I blew it up to 1/25th, and it turned out great. Let's take a look. Now this one, parts of the kit are in other parts of the doghouse currently because I'm, as you can see, actively working on this. But this is a food truck that I'm making for a diorama, and you can see it's partially painted. Again, this was a smaller scale that I just blew up, and everything seems to fit just fine. The chassis, yeah, I'm not sure where I put the chassis and wheels. They're here somewhere. But this does have like the doors, well, wrong side door, but anyway, I do have the doors for it, but a lot of the stainless steel parts. So the interior stainless steel stuff that would go inside, and there's an awning. There's an awning this comes with, but again, and we'll look at some of the pieces and parts here. Here's parts of the wheels for it, the dashboard, there's a little fry basket right here. Right, there's a little fry basket for it. So some very interesting and neat things for this. The air conditioner, the rooftop air conditioner. There's a little cash register. So as far as complete goes, this was definitely a complete kit. And when I printed it, everything fit together okay. So like I say, I started painting things, and I'm now on the assembly phase of it. Do have to put the windows in and finish painting the frames here. But as you can see, didn't turn out too terribly bad. A little bit of sanding that I had to do, but all in all, this is going to be a very neat kit. A little bit easier than a plastic kit as far as the number of parts, but if I have to massage anything, sand anything, of course that takes a little bit more work, but still not too bad at all. The second man from the left with the tie, his name is Shelby Brewer. He was my uncle and owned the Frank Martin Company. This picture from 1952 I really wanted to replicate, so I started looking through cults and see what I found. So I found a picture of a couple of my uncles and cousins back in, I want to say, 1952, taken in the parking lot of a company called the Frank Martin Company. And it's interesting because that parking lot now is the parking lot for Arby's, where my daughter recently worked. And it's right across the street from South High School, which you can see in the picture. And I worked at South for some time, and I had a lot of family members. In fact, my dad was part of the first graduating class there. So in the picture was this delivery van type of thing. And it had the logo on it and whatnot. And I'm trying to figure out from 52, what there would have been. So I start looking at different types of vans in the early 1950s, because in the picture it wasn't obviously a brand new van. It had been around a few years. So I'm looking late 40s, early 50s, and finally find one that matched this here, and this area here. And then the wheels that were on it. So I went ahead and pulled it up, printed it, and the van itself turned out, well, pretty darn good. But the whole kit, it was designed to be in 1/43 scale, so I just upped it a bit, and all it is a very bare chassis. But these wheels and tires turned out great, and you see the interior, I mean, very rudimentary. But when I put this thing together, it actually fits pretty decent, and it sits right. And for my purposes, which is just basically painting it, putting the logo and stuff on it, and making a diorama of the picture, it's going to be just fine. Now, I'm still not 100% sure that it's the same company, the same van, but man, it sure is close, so that's what I'm going with. But as you can see, sometimes these kits are simple, and like I said, this was for 1/43 scale, which why, I don't know. Anyway, I guess people build it, I don't know. But I just upped it to 1/25, and it's turned out okay. A couple little areas here I got to put some filler in, some lines from printing, but yeah, overall not too bad. So I gotta have an AMX in this stable, and I found this really nice kit by Andre Bedrozzi that I was told is a really good one, and it is. This is where I got the fuel tank, and I'll show you that here in a minute, that I'm using for the Mustang and the Cougar. So you've got a choice of chopped up body, or here it is in one piece, nice hood. It gives you a choice of two different interior tubs. You can do the door cards. You've got 3 different dashboards. You can either do the chassis in sections or in one piece. See, there's the fuel tank. Here's the engine. Now you can build the engine piece by piece. I chose to do it this way, including the exhaust, which is great. And then here is the miscellaneous, like the bumpers, the radiator, windows, tires, wheels, antenna. And last but not least, the favorite of my kits that I have downloaded. So this pile of parts is actually one of my favorites. It is a very complete kit, but yeah, you can see there's a pile of parts here. Here is the frame, and there's a lot of stuff to that. But as you can see by the body, this is the Corvette Summer Corvette. Pretty neat. Now, the engine for this one came like this, which I'm okay with that. That looks good. Already assembled for the most part. A few little things to put on, but I'm a little concerned about the seats. The seats look a little small. Back shelf. The rims look amazing. The suspension looks amazing. Gas tank. Interior door cards. Here's the door. But you can see all these parts and pieces. Very nice exhaust system. But yeah, there's a lot of parts and pieces to this. But again, it's a very complete kit. And well, it's a matter of getting everything painted and then assembled. So this is going to take a little bit of work. Some of these aren't just you know, a few parts you throw together. As you can see, it's a big pile of parts that I'm going to have to paint and then get this together. But this is going to look way cool when it is done.